What is going on? We are here in California, Mount Baldy. It is a beautiful day. Thanks for joining. I'm Ty. This is our YouTube channel. Thanks for checking in. Today we've got something that I think we sit around, we talk about, we try to decide. These are two shop bikes, company bikes. These are the ones that we get to work on and change out. We've got a 2019 Road Glide Standard. We've got a 2023 Lowrider S. And if you know Advanblack, we went ahead and we designed and built the ST fairing, so we turned a Lowrider S into a Lowrider ST. That's got the 117, the 2019 Road Glide's got the 107. The specs, it's two different families. We've got a touring family, we've got the Softail family. What's crazy is the overall length, the rake, the trail, seat, ground clearance, it's not hugely different. Actually, the weight, I was even surprised. This Road Glide runs in about 830 pounds, and the Lowrider ST is about 725 pounds. So just about 100 and some change difference in the actual weight. But you need to decide, what do you want to ride? Do you want to ride a Road Glide in the touring family? Now, I am going to tell you, with all these performance baggers, or bagas, you are getting some great riding. Like right here, we're up in the canyons on the way to Mount Baldy. If you ride hard and aggressive, even though you've got forward controls on this bike, you can still get some pretty hard lean. I really enjoy it. This is my family. This is where I hang out. I got a Road King with a Road Glide front end on it. So I am very comfortable on it. And then you come over here and you look at this Softail. A little bit more aggressive, a little bit seating position differently. You got mid controls instead of forward controls. You're gonna be able to pound in harder and bash that gas. We wanna go ahead and hit that throttle and ride it in and pull it out. For me, it's personal preference. It's what do you feel comfortable on? Again, since I'm comfortable on the Road Glide because I'm in the touring family, but because this is a bike of ours that we own, and as we modify it, we always want to take it out and we want to test it. I am starting to enjoy this Softail, this Lowrider S. It's been something that I would modify to my personal liking. Some of the other people at the shop don't necessarily agree, but I would have a taller riser. I have taller bars just because in my Road King, I've got apes. And so my arms are normally being up. I feel comfortable. I got good control with it in that range. So as I ride the Lowrider with the mid controls, I'm starting to get there. So what I would like to do to my Road King is I'd actually like to move from forward controls to mid controls. I've seen that there are a few, since my bike's an 07, they're not making as many parts, and I am looking for those mid controls and an exhaust that'll match. So if anybody's out there, let me know. Ty Rogers, Advanblack. So, you've got a Road Glide. Now, I want to kind of break the stereotype because I think we've referred to these as like the geezer glides. Those are something that we call it the rolling couch sofa. It's the road lounger. Yes, you can literally load this thing up all over the place. You can stuff both bags, tour pack, you can go king pack, you can throw luggage rack on the top of it, roll to Sturgis, and you've got everything, including the kitchen sink. But I still want to make sure that we don't shy away from it because, man, there is so much performance and so many parts that these companies are putting out for these things. And I just absolutely would say, go ahead and test one. Test ride one, go to your local Harley dealer, make sure that you ride one of these before you count it out. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move over here to the Softail family. This is the Lowrider ST that we've been talking about. So in snowmobile world, we call it a ditch banger, man. This is the bike that you want to have, that you want to be able to jump into the corners, run them in hot, you want to lay them in hard. These are a great bike. Yes, you can still put a tour pack on. You've still got saddlebags. You can still load it up. You're not going to have as much, but I think we tend to go ahead and see this as more of that younger generation, which I think is a really great thing. I'm glad that Harley did something like this to bring some of the younger generation into the motorcycle industry and the community. I'm a real fan of the Lowrider ST now just because I see the people that are riding it. I think it is a great bike to go ahead and get in and get on. As far as if you're just starting in a bike, again, it's about 725 pounds, but it's got a nice balance. With the 117, you've got plenty of power, and you may need to go ahead and dial back on that so you're not just throwing it all and going wide open throttle. But I would say go ahead and give the Lowrider ST a shot. I mean, this is something that's really fun around town, jumping out into the canyons, hitting it on the highway. It's heavy enough that it is stable so that when you're running the speed limit of 95, it is an awesome bike to be able to kind of split lanes, especially out here in California. We love to have that opportunity to make travel safe and quickly. But both of these bikes, Touring family, Softail family, these are something that you both want to check out. I'd say make sure that you try each just so that you know what you feel what you're comfortable. All right, so now I get the opportunity to give you a little bit of my personal opinion. You probably have already figured it out. Actually, go ahead and guess. Touring, Softail, Touring. Yeah, this is the bike that I ride, and I choose it for the purpose of, I do love to do long trips. Getting ready to make a trip from Indiana to California on a 99 Ultra. And that's the reason, is I love the bike. And what has excited me, when I first came to California, I was gonna make the switch, I was gonna go to the Softail. But now that I've seen in the industry, the way that the performance baggers are really bubbling up, they are becoming pretty darn popular. It's going to allow me to keep my motor because my motor's done, my bike is ready. I just need to now add the performance piece of the combination of the Softail and the Touring. So Road Glide, Road King, those are two of my top favorite bikes. I've never been partial to the Street Glide for whatever reason. I think the Batwing fairing, maybe that was it. Probably because I started on a Road King, which is naked. It's got no windshield, right? So I did finally add a Road Glide fairing to that because I started commuting a lot more and wanted to be able to just protect myself from that wind, and so I'm not tired by the time I got to work or the time I got home. But yeah, I am gonna lean towards Touring, so don't flame me, don't shame me. I feel like I see quite a few Road Glides banging through the canyons, so I feel like I've got a community that's backing me in this world. So let us know in the comments. Again, are you Touring or are you Softail? What type of riding? What type of performance parts have you added to your bike? And tell us the difference. Like, was it super noticeable? Whether it's you're going through and doing your motor work and you're doing your cam and you're going through exhaust and intakes and you've noticed that horsepower difference, or are you finding more difference in suspension? Are you taking and inverting your forks on the front? Are you going ahead and you're adding some Öhlins or Legends or RWD? What are you doing for your bike? I also would be interested to know what size, if you're running a Road Glide, what size handlebars are you? Are you running stock? You running 12s, 14s, 16s? We did run into, when we were at Arizona Bike Week, we did run into a bike that was running 28-inch. Him and his buddy both run 28, 29-inch apes, which were absolutely insane. Can't imagine trying to take the canyons in those. But we want you to know that there are two great families. You're not gonna go wrong. This bike, the Touring, is obviously heavier, but because of the trail and the rake and the ability to have that nice steering and that stability with the way that the trail is set up, it pops you right back up when you come out of that corner and you feel like you've got a good center of balance. Now, I do have to admit, when you get over in the Softail family, I love the way that I can lean in. I haven't drugged my knee yet. I do have my Kevlar jeans that I'm going to break out. And I do feel a little hesitant because this is the shop bike and it's not my personal bike. So I do want to take it a bit easy, but I am getting more comfortable as I ride it, and especially riding with some of my friends out here. I'm following them on their Lowrider STs or their Lowrider S's, and I'm watching where they're coming in, where they're braking, where they're coming up and coming out. And so I am becoming a fan of the Lowrider S or ST. So for you, you need to decide. If you have enough money, I would go for both. But what is your favorite? Go ahead and leave in the comments. Are you a Touring fan or are you a Softail fan? If you are Touring, what model of the Touring are you riding? And if you're in the Softail, what are you riding there? Also, let us know if you have any Advanblack parts on your bike. We'd love to hear what it is that you're adding so that we can continue to be encouraged to continue to output all this awesome motorcycle parts. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one.